In the beginning, God placed mankind in a living, breathing garden and gave us a simple but sacred charge to tend it and keep it. The land, the water, the forests, and every living thing were not given to be stripped, sold, or abused, but to be cared for and protected as a trust handed down from heaven itself. We were never meant to be owners in the sense of exploitation, but stewards in the sense of love, guardians of something that did not belong to us, but was entrusted to us for our children and their children. But temptation entered the garden, and a lie was spoken, that something forbidden would bring gain instead of loss. Deception made what was not ours look desirable, and in that moment, humanity chose appetite over obedience, taking what had been clearly warned against. That single act was not just a bite of fruit, it was the birth of a pattern, believing that we can take what does not belong to us and somehow call it progress. From that moment forward, stewardship slowly gave way to greed, and the love of money became the root that poisoned everything it touched. The land was no longer sacred, it became a commodity. Families were no longer neighbors, they became obstacles. Laws were no longer shields for the people, they became tools for those who profit from our suffering. In boardrooms and backrooms, power and money joined hands, and what was once a garden was slowly turned into something bought, sold, and consumed. Yet even in the deepest darkness, the truth cannot stay hidden forever. Light has a way of finding every crack, every shadow, every secret deal made in silence. As the light shines, it reveals what has been taken, what has been hidden, and who has been standing behind the curtains pulling the strings. Records, cameras, voices, and courage break through the darkness, and the very systems built to conceal the truth begin to tremble when exposed to it. Now the responsibility rests with us. If we humble ourselves, seek what is right, and turn away from the path that led us here, healing is still possible. This land can still be restored, justice can still rise, and what was stolen can still be reclaimed. The future is not written by those who hide in the dark. It is written by the people who step into the light and refuse to look away. Faith is not just something we speak, it is something we live. Prayers without courage, belief without action, and hope without obedience cannot change what stands before us. We are being called not only to believe in what is right, but to stand for it, even when it costs us comfort, reputation, or peace. This moment is not a test for God. It is a test for us to see whether we will rise, defend what is righteous, and refuse to surrender what He has entrusted to us. And as we step forward in faith and action, we do so with this truth in our hearts. The battle belongs to the Lord, and the victory is His. This is no longer just a political fight. It is a spiritual battle, not left versus right, but good versus evil, truth versus greed, and stewardship versus exploitation. And in this moment, every one of us must decide which side we stand on.